power. People wey supposed talk through to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. Still them talk say make we off mind. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day, then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh yo yo. Aha. Now him una don hear all the.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Thank you very much for joining me. So share the broadcast. Yeah, share the broadcast, invite your friends. We will continue from where we stopped this afternoon. Let me know if the audio is perfect. If you have the time to join me tonight, I mean, you know, make yourself a cup of tea, coffee, brandy, whiskey, whatever it is, just relax. It will be interesting, but share the broadcast. See, there are so many things that we have said about and, you know, exposed about the criminals in government in Nigeria. Some of them, many people thought we were saying this, you know, we're making all these exposés simply because we don't like them. But the truth of the matter is that, yes, we don't like them. And the reason why you should never even like those who are pretty much in bed with those who wants to kill you or those who are killing you should be unanimous. I mean, we should, by all means, never love those who are after our lives. And that is exactly what those in charge of government of Nigeria, that is what they are. The criminals, aiding and abetting terrorists, giving them amnesty. Many of us have said this many times. We'll continue to say it. But when you probably hear this from somebody from inside, maybe you should begin to pay attention. For those who haven't yet, tonight we will continue from where we stopped this afternoon. Do not mince words, okay? Boko Haram's government, Boko Haram's regime, and everyone working for Boko Haram, they are all working for the terrorists. There is no two-way to it. Do not be deceived any further. Do not be blackmailed into believing otherwise. There is no other sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria and those who are aiding and abetting them other than Boko Haram, the APC, Egbekegbe. I didn't just say that. We have a lot to share on that tonight. Nigeria is at war, and the war is war of tribe and their religion. The former governor of Osun State, Olagunsoye Oyinlola, gave an interview, and in that interview he said there was a time when he was the military governor of Lagos State. After that, he was transferred to Borno as the military governor of Borno State. When he was governor there, he said in that part of the country, as way back as mid-90s, he said children, young kids were everywhere, under the trees, on the road, in the market, begging. They called them Almajiri, and he was shocked. As a soldier who had traveled far and wide in Nigeria back then, he was shocked to be, and he said, you know what, we need to save these people. We need to save these children. In the future, in the nearest future, these children are going to grow up and they will need to feed themselves. And if we don't provide for them now, if we don't train them now, in the next 10, 20 years, they will become adults. He said it in this recent interview. You know what? One of the commissioners working with him is the military administrator. They gave him civilian commissioner. One of them now said, no, we cannot do that. Oyinlola was suggesting that they should build schools so that they can put the children there, so that they can learn they can learn the Western education, they can learn Quranic education, and they can do all of that so that they can fend for themselves in 10, 15 years' time. This was about 25 years ago or 30 years ago. Olagunsoye Oyinlola said one of the commissioners told him, and he said, no, we can't do that. If we do that, the clerics are going to be angry, because that is like government taking away their own job. They will have no job. Who are the clerics? They are those, the poor in the north. They are those they give their children to. The children as young as 3 years old, 4 years old, they give them to different mullah and all of that. And in return, this cleric, there are many in northern Nigeria. There are many, and they are so famous among this kind of crop of a culture, yeah? So you hand over your children to them. So they will send the children to go and beg for hams, to go and beg for money and all of that. So they'll bring it back for Ajia and for the Malam. In the long run, these clerics, they became the recruiting cells for what has now become today's terrorist cell in northern Nigeria. And mind you, many of those children too, some of them have now become the workers and then the wingmen for those who can easily use them for the act of terror that you have in Nigeria today. And according to the latest report, latest expose, which you are going to watch with me tonight, today, the people who were once investigated for their involvement in terrorism, involvement with Boko Haram, many of them are now governors of northern Nigeria today. Many of them, they are now senators. Do you now wonder why Nigeria is what it is today? Why the northern Nigeria is what it is today? And why the bloodbath, a country at war, religion? I have a lot. Share my broadcast, okay? Give me that thumb up as you are joining the broadcast on YouTube, okay? After this, we're going to go deeper into it.
Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé, gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra.
Thank you very much. Thank you to every one of you who managed to join. It is a battle to get the notification for many. But if you manage to join, thank you. Let us start tonight, because this conversation is going to be based on the attack on the Nigeria Defense Academy. Somebody will give us an insight. And I just don't want to be the only one who's going to talk tonight. Okay? I will share some clips with you. Clips that many of them, in fact, two of them actually, the credit goes to the channels television. They conducted this chat. But before we get to that, who is Boko Haram? The man that came to the Chatham House in London in 2015 to come and lie to some of those who are the Mumumadus, the Bele lecturers, and the Mumu lecturers here, that he was coming to provide security. Rather, he was bringing war. Let's go back to that period when he made that pledge.
I, as a retired general and a former head of state, have always known about our soldiers. They are capable, they are well-trained, patriotic, brave, and always ready to do their duty in the service of our country. But in the matter of this insurgency, our soldiers have neither received the necessary support nor the required incentives to tackle this problem. The government has also failed in any effort towards a multidimensional response to this problem, leading to a situation in which we have now become dependent on our neighbors to come to our rescue. Let me assure you that if I am elected president, the world will have no cause to worry about Nigeria as it has so recently. That Nigeria will return to its stabilizing role in West Africa. We will pay sufficient attention to the welfare of our soldiers in and out of service. We will give them adequate and modern arms and ammunition to work with. We will improve intelligence gathering and border patrols to choke Boko Haram's financial and equipment channels. We will be tough on terrorism and tough on its root causes by initiating a comprehensive economic development plan, promoting infrastructural development, job creation, agriculture and industry in the affected areas. We will always act on time and not allow problems to irresponsibly fester. And I, Muhammad Buhari, will always lead from the front.
Very sorry about that. I think the audio was very, very low. And that is why I had to take that, that banner off so that you could see the subtitle a little bit. He said they will respond timely. They will try and find the source of financial funding for Boko Haram. They will crush them. And many, many of you believed them. What happened? Rather than crush Boko Haram, you gave the key to your central bank, the key to your houses, the key to your armory, the key to the lives of your soldiers and the life of your citizens. You gave it to Boko Haram. And they can do whatever they like with it now. In 6 years, more people have been killed in the entire Nigeria by the terrorists, especially in the northeast, northwest, north central now, than you can ever imagine. They have spent trillions of naira. But rather than kill the terrorists, they were actually funding them. To the point that the terrorists can attack the military base anywhere in Nigeria. Okay? Nigeria military, they only exist on paper and on social media. The other thing you can actually see them really doing that they feel so proud of is when they invade the civilian communities in what usually is termed as the ethnic cleansing. sponsored by the same government that is protecting those who are killing people for not ceding their land. Everyday death. More people in IDP camps, refugee camps. So then they went on to attack the Nigeria Defense Academy. And somebody said that one really touched everybody. Oh. But somebody had a better explanation to make you understand what is really wrong with the system you have. Somebody who worked at the highest level of the intelligence of Nigeria. I mean, you can't keep it in yourself forever. Many of you are still keeping quiet. You know what? Relax, sit back, relax. And let's watch this first part of this conversation.
They lie within the policy strategic level, but basically they are operational guys. So when you have policy problem, then they cannot go beyond their masters. They can write intelligence report and say this is what is going on. And we've seen that the present government know what is going on.
I'm sorry, is this a policy problem? I mean, the laws are clear. If someone is said to be involved in something as devious as this, the laws are clear. This person is meant to be arrested, questioned. I mean, it's quite clear. So is it a policy problem? We have the laws. So what is stopping the security agencies from actually enforcing the law, since that's what they are?
I think what is stopping them is like when you are a member of a church and your pastor have decided to be at a certain level of spiritualism and you're a member of that church, you cannot be higher than your pastor spiritually. You can't, no matter what you do.
So this is the same religion you spoke about?
Yes. In real life, you see that the defense secretaries cannot conduct any operations that is not sanctioned by the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. Yeah. They cannot.
No matter how small, little
they cannot. So when the Yar'Adua government decided to put an end to Niger Delta militancy, that was in 2007. What he did was simple. He called all the security chiefs and all the intelligence chiefs and tasked them to come up with a solution. The Defense Intelligence Agency, the National Intelligence Agency, the Department of State Services were called with the Inspector General of Police and the Interpol to come up with the solution to the problem. Then the problem was Niger Delta. The president was Yar'Adua. He was dispassionate. He wanted to solve the problem. Within 6 months, we solved the problem. I remember I have to go to Angola to go and bring Herioka, and nobody in Nigeria knew what we did. All we know is that since 27, 28 that we conducted our operation under Yar'Adua, Niger Delta issue has remained manageable. This government does not want to resolve this problem. They are escalating it because of tribal and religious sentiments.
So when you say this government does not want to resolve it, don't forget the same government has purchased. In fact, they're going to induct the Super Tucano jet because of, I mean, the insecurity situation. They have, the president has had to change guards, as it were, as a result of people's clamor. I imagine if that was not in the thinking, why would you go that length to make some of the, you know, some of the pronouncements, the meetings that have happened, the purchase, the change of guard and the rest? Why would they do all that if they don't want to sort this?
Because that is not the solution. What you just mentioned is not the solution. When you have a problem at policy level, strategic level, operational level, when you have a problem, what you need to do is to identify the center of gravity of that problem and attack it. That's what you do. What they are doing is not attacking the center of gravity of the problem of Boko Haram and insurgency. So if the president is buying Super Tucano, is changing service chiefs, that is not the solution. We are looking at the wrong side. It's not kinetic. It's politics.
Are you ruling out kinetic altogether?
I can't rule out kinetic because
so it's
a spectrum. It's a spectrum, you know, so you can't rule out something. But the center of gravity is what they should look at. And what is it? I'm saying it on this channel. It is the sponsor of Boko Haram and bandits.
And speaking about the sponsors, you know, when you say the DSS, and yeah, they could be listening to you, but so they profile, part of their responsibility is to profile all of these persons before they either vie for elections or before, excuse me, they are nominated for any of these positions. Doesn't that happen? Don't they get intel and say, look, this and this is what we found, and then we don't think that this should proceed further? Doesn't that happen?
It does. You know, when I worked with the DSS in 2007, because when Yaradua approved the operational order that we did, we now have to work together as a team. He actually forced all of us to sit down together and work together. I was surprised at the tremendous amount of information had by DSS. I was shocked. We in DI, I was in Defense Intelligence Agency, and when they were forced to bring out the files, I was shocked. They have so much information at DSS presently as I'm talking about what I'm talking about. They have. But you see, if a fish is going to get spoiled, it's going to start getting spoiled from the head. The DSS will not do anything except the Commander-in-Chief's body language shows that this is the direction I want to go. That is where the problem is. The DSS has tremendous information. By the time 2023 is here and somebody take over and wants to undo some of this evil that I've seen in this country, you'll be surprised names that the DSS will bring out. They have the information. There's nothing I'm going to say here that they don't have. The defense headquarters have the solution for the kinetic aspect. They do. I'm not going to come here to advise them. I work with them and they're still there. The Chief of Naval Staff was in the intelligence with me. We were together in Defense Intelligence Agency. That's Vice Admiral Gambo. I know these people are good. They know what to do. It's not that they have problems. It has to do with politics, the sponsors, people that feel that this country should be Islamized.
You know, assuming but not conceding that, I mean, that all of this is the case. So what is the end game? Because I imagine as a strategist, that's what you think about too. So these things are happening. What is the end game? So why will this be allowed to fester? For what purpose?
The end game for them, because we did, normally when you want to look at this type of challenges, what you do is that you go through what we call the intelligence circle. Okay? When you do the processing and you do the analysis before dissemination point, you discover that the end game for them is to just turn this country into like a Taliban type of country. And it's a mindset. And anything goes. In other words, 10% casualties, 20% casualties is allowed in trying to achieve the end game of Islamizing this country.
That's for the terrorists, the bandits.
It's not for the terrorists and the bandits, for the sponsors. Because I told you, and I will repeat on this channel, the sponsors of Boko Haram and the bandits are the problems. And defense headquarters, the army headquarters, the naval headquarters, the air force cannot do anything about that. Buhari has to do something about that. The Interpol has the list of those people that are sponsoring Boko Haram. I work with Interpol.
They do. The body language of Boko Haram is that don't let us pretend anymore. This is not the point where you continue to pretend or continue to make up excuses, except if you are a Buhari idiot or a cyber barbarian. I'm talking about people who really want to they are interested. If you are interested in why is it so, or what is the proof that Boko Haram is the one, and Zo is the one who is giving it the marching order to those who are supposed to protect you, supposed to protect me, supposed to protect every one of us from every part of Nigeria as part of the deal. But the politics was that the politics of subjugation and takeover. It's Buhari. They say Boko Haram is dead. I say, well, it's dead to many people, of course. But you will be too naive not to know that it is Boko Haram. How did I know that it's Boko Haram? Boko Haram are still killing people. Bandits are killing people. 36 people killed in Jos today. Overnight. 9 people killed in Kaduna yesterday. 7 people killed in Kaduna 2 days ago. About 20 people killed in Zamfara yesterday. We haven't received the total collation result of today of those killed. But we've already been counting bodies since morning. And those who are committing these crimes, no single one of them is standing any trial anywhere, in any court, for any of this crime. Rather, they have released over 7,000 of them back into the society, to the point that the United Nations had to make a statement about it. The Nigerian government under Boko Haram, they have a welfare package for terrorists. Welfare package. That people go into the camp of the terrorists to tell them that, why don't you come back and just pretend that you surrender? Come and collect something. Money, they come. Then people, they continue to kidnap people, to kidnap and collect ransom and collect ransom. And the CBN, the DSS, the police, every one of them could not trace any of these people. And whenever they are arrested or pretended to have arrested them, they will come back and tell you that they will release them. Now they said over 2,000 of them have just surrendered. 2,000 killers surrendered, just like that. And boom, they are pardoned. Because the military is waiting to do this for them anyway.
For those of them that will listen to the words of wisdom, that will listen and think as a true Nigerian, the best for them is to lay their arms. It is the only way that we can move forward. But as a professional soldier, we will continue to do what we know best doing, and that is to continue to project our effort in a modern, determined effort. We will continue to do that. We will not be distracted by some of the activities of our detractors, by the activities of some of the collaborators. Nigeria deserves peace. Northeast deserve peace. The people of Borno deserve peace. Because it is only when there is peace, there will be development. And it is time now. And that is why I capped it up, that there is time for everything. If we have been in times of difficulties for over 8 years, it is time now for us to celebrate peace. For everyone, you need to come on board. Boko Haram should lay their arms unconditionally and be accepted in the community. Opportunities are out there for them. They can be rehabilitated. An ex-Boko Haram stands having laid his arms and comes back, turns his way away from his negativity. He stands to be a president of this country. He stands to aspire to any position in this country. Why is he wasting his time when he cannot even deliver? We will do that. But we have appealed to them, including their court.
Do you get that now? Do you see why the soldiers are releasing them? There is a policy in place. No matter havoc they wreak, they will be free. Let's listen more onto the rot that some of you have no clue about, or maybe you haven't seen this before. Watch.
It's the audacity, the temerity to be able to say, this is going to be the area we want to attack today. Do you have any questions roaming in your head in terms of, what were they trying to really achieve beyond? Because some people say this is not about ransom. Maybe they want to take a ransom, yes, maybe. But it looks like they were trying to send home a message.
Yeah, thank you, Makwe. You just got it right. They just want to send a message. And this is what terrorists do. And what the Buhari government should do is to tag these people as terrorists. What they want to do is to send a message to create fear and to show the military that we can come for you and there's nothing you can do. You may not know, I don't know whether it's out in the news, that the major has been killed. Belongs to some groups, and I know about 3 hours ago, his body was found. He has been killed. So, it's not about ransom. I just want to confirm to Makwe that she is right. It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban, they think about the Mujahideens, and they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia, and there is whatever thing they have in their head, and they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians.
So if I could follow up on that quickly.
Please go ahead.
This part of what you just spoke about now, the security agencies gleaned this from those who they arrested over time, saying this is the intention.
Absolutely. The intention of it's on the internet. So it's not even about the people we interrogated. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has generated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. Because it is the DIA that conducted the operations that arrested these sponsors. So they know them. Why is the government, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces?
The general area of Afaka, where the NDA is cited, is no stranger to this sort of attacks. Before now, I mean, a few other institutions around the Defense Academy have also been attacked. Talking about the Institute of Agriculture and Forestry, Mechanized Division, something to that effect. I can't remember the exact name of the institution now, but we do know that they have been around this area. Now, I'm looking at the front page of Daily Trust newspapers, and they have this, why NDA security was compromised. And the first writer says, bandits leave peacefully. Peacefully is in parenthesis, near academy. There have been questions before now that sometimes, this happened in Jos, around Rukuba, that, there were attacks happening in the neighboring area, and that the military institutions did nothing. The same thing happened when there were attacks on the airport, the airport's residential area in Kaduna. That was very close to the Defense Academy. They did nothing. They attacked the forestry school in Kaduna. They did nothing. Now they have finally come for them, but the talk is that these people have been there all along. They never went anywhere. The bandits who perpetrated this attack have been there all along. Does the military really need, I mean, if this is something that is of concern to the security agencies, because it was only a matter of time from what it would seem that we're reading that these attacks were going to happen, did they really need to wait this long before they took action against people they knew were a security threat to not just them, but also the people around their environment?
Yeah, Makwe, I may also shock you that some cadets have been abducted before now. And when they took these cadets away, and they demanded for ransom, as low as 400,000 naira at that time, the cadets were released after the ransom were paid. And the cadet told them that where they took them to, that they could hear the parade going on in NDA, that they were not taken far away from NDA, that every morning they hear the parade and the programs going on in NDA while they were in the camp of the terrorists. You are right. These people live around NDA. It's about social-cultural issue. As long as you are a Muslim and you speak Fufude or Hausa, you can do whatever you like and fraternize with the military and go in and out of the barracks. You are saying that the attack did not happen on Friday. Of course, it will not happen on Friday, but they have enough time to carry out surveillance. They have enough time to have insiders that will work with them. The problem is that journalists should go around our military institution this Friday and carry their cameras and see the decadence, the security breach that goes on every Friday in all military institutions across Nigeria, and tell the Minister of Defense to put a stop to that. The defense institutions, they are sacred. They are not where people can come on Friday, throw open the gate because they want to come and do Jumat. The truth is that on Sundays, we don't have such, invasion of our premises by Christians to come and pray or to come and do whatever on Sundays. But for the 35 years I spent in the military intelligence, if you go to Tego Barracks in Apapa, it's the same. The Tego Barracks is where I was trained as an intelligence officer. It's the same. On Friday, they will troop in. They throw it open. It's religion. And because...
Another detailed expose that if you have been following, if this is your first time of listening to that or second time of listening in detail to what he had to say, then you have the understanding that Islamization, no, Fulanization, no, or Fufudenization, whatever organization they are plotting is so detrimental to our existence. It is so injurious, and in fact, it endangers us. And Boko Haram is the champion of that. And his gang. And they must be stopped. Yes, it looks like they have conquered and they have taken over and they have done this or that. But the people who are trying all of these are very, very minute compared to the nationalities that they are, or the ethnic nationalities that they are fighting, the ethnic nationalities that make up Nigeria. It is the ego of we can do whatever we like. They control all the ministries there. If you go to the NNPC, you will think you are in Sabon Gari, Kano. If you go to Nigeria Defense Academy, yes, they go there, they open the gate, Jumat prayer. They say, what is wrong? What is wrong in praying? What if the officers wants to pray? As if to say, you don't have officers who are officers in Qatar, in Saudi Arabia, officers in even in your Afghanistan and what do you call it? Your Nigeristan. Because they feel like they own Nigeria. And it is a mindset, it's a mentality. So in order for them to hold on to feel like they control Nigeria, they own it, it's our own, they know that they needed two things: power and money. So they didn't really go for money. They went straight for the power. And he who has a gun will always have the upper hand. And that's why they are so scared now to lose that power. What if we lose the power and somebody just come and do it? If you go to the barracks, if you go to these ministries in Abuja, even in your own Lagos, there, if you go to Apapa, you'll be wondering that, well, people say now so it be, now them control everywhere. So they can pray anywhere. They can block the expressway and they say they are doing prayer. Have you not seen that before? And people will say, because some of our friends or our brothers and sisters, because they are also Muslims too, they will feel like, at least they are not killing anybody now. They are just praying to their God. They are just trying to. What about the people they now blocked on the road? I've seen that before. They said they are doing prayer. Because they own everywhere. That is something they know born you well. To put your friends inside the bus. And then when you get to Kano, Maiduguri Road or Abuja Kaduna Expressway, and just park your bus on the road. May everybody wait. You want to praise Holy Ghost. You know what I mean? Like we need to pray. The Holy Spirit said we should praise God here, this point, here, this hour. Everybody wait. Would they allow you to do that? Because you know, be them. And now that is that Nigeria. That fake one Nigeria. The reason why they want to kill everybody to keep it one. Because they are looking towards one day when they can have a country called the Islamic Republic of Nigeristan. But before they change Nigeria to Nigeristan, me no go there again. Yoruba won't be part of that. And I'm 100% sure that the Biafrans will be the first to jump out before you turn Nigeria to Nigeristan. And then that is where you would then see the skeleton of that bigger northern Nigeria they are talking about. Because I'm very sure there are many people from the Middle Belt that will indeed never want to join the Taliban Caliphate or the Caliphate Republic of Nigeristan. Now they have that mindset. They are looking for a day. They already have Mumumuriki in Southwest. That madman with the smoke latrine. That weary man with the tie, with the tie bandage on top is that red bandage, usually red bandage. That weary Mumuri Kakinola is there in Yoruba land trying to build the cell for them, for religious fanatics in Yoruba land. But we know how to deal with people like that. Don't worry. When they grab him, they tie him, they beat him up and give him this blala like correct ones. Do some more rolly and the rest of it for it. It will get normal. We know how to deal with people like that. Or it will just manage and pack any of his other remnants and the rest of them, and they will join the rest of their families in Sambisa. He is there in Yoruba land now. And he is speaking up every now and then, and they know him, and they will give him more money to help them get more Yorubas to say the same thing. Just say it. Whatever we say in the north, we want you to say it as well. So we have to be very careful, always careful. It has gotten to that point where we now know that there is no point in trying to be clever by half. Okay, you see these guys. That's why I feel sorry for these guys, honestly speaking. When people ask that, what country are they really coming back to? What do you call it? Country they are coming back to come and change. So they brought one ghost. And they are now bringing another Akudaya, Jaga bandits, the Jaga addicts of Lagos. So you see these clowns, they decided to leave their states and their people in the hand of bandits, Ekiti and Ondo, and they flew to London so that they can stand with this person. Because, you know, they don't want him to, he's not holding his walking stick this time, so they have to hold him both sides. Oh yeah, Olam better. Oh yeah, laugh. That is the person they want to come and replace Boko Haram with, about Chicago. You know him. They are busy thinking about what the power will be like in the next 4 years. But the terrorists in government in Nigeria, they are perfecting how they are going to make what do you call it? Their brothers and sisters from the Sahel, how they are going to make them pretty much established. Boko Haram is hell-bent. It's asked people, despite all these killings or all of these whole things going on, there are people who have now known that these whole things are being sponsored by the terrorist government in Nigeria. Yeah, these morons are everywhere, jumping everywhere, trying to fix this guy, man. Sorry, I found another one. This one, it's in General Tifnumbu. This is the first one, the original one. And then you see this. That one is the, what do you call it? They will say what you purchase, what you try to buy. The one beside the general, that's what you try to order. Then what you are going to get is the guy man here. This one here. Or you get the Bobo Chicago, this one here. But to the Lagos Abobakus, This one here is the package for 2023. Do you get that now? However, as they are doing all of that, those that they dined, the devil they dined with in 2015, they know they are just waiting and okay, continue. So the Lagos Abobakus, while they are busy shouting Tifnumbu 2023 and the rest of that, Boko Haram, the Abuja Brede Money Queen, has ordered that they should find him by all means, any grazing route they can find anywhere for him in Nigeria, so that before he go, before they finally say bye-bye to him, at least, even if not just 200 or maybe not just 100 new local government areas for his Fulani jihadist brothers, they must create them in so many parts of southern Nigeria. And it is so unfortunate. It is so unfortunate. This is where it is so unfortunate, right? Some of these Boko Haram governors in northern Nigeria and those who know them, even if they cannot by any means say the name themselves, they should look for people like us. Give us the documents, everything that linked them to the Boko Haram, the name of the governors, everything. Give them to us. We will do justice to the information. It will go out there. You see all these things about telling us about these people are in they are in National Assembly, they are governors, they are inside the Boko Haram government. We know some of them, we even know them, but we need something more concrete. Give us their names. Send those documents to us. My email is out there. Send them to me. I'll share them once I verify what I need to verify. Yeah. Give us their names, their links. 400 Boko Haram terrorists Boko Haram sponsor, were questioned by the Nigerian security agents. 400 before this Boko Haram came in. Even Boko Haram himself was under investigation for terrorism. That's why people said Egberejo Lantan is nobody zero. You know why? They said if Egberejo Lantan, with the information they gave to Egberejo Lantan in 2015, if Egberejo Lantan was man enough, he would order for the arrest of Boko Haram, and nothing will happen. Nothing. Actually, guys, we were just behind the whole attack, the whole killings, and the rest of that. Don't pretend about it. Don't pretend like Nigeria has actually have. You will post on social media. Nigeria DSS. They will do all the finding. Now that they said back in the days, it was difficult to trace and track people. Very difficult. It was not too difficult, but it was like an extra job. But in this day and time with social media, Nigeria security can track you anywhere except if you are not in Nigeria. Even if you are not in Nigeria, if you are a really special person of special interest, anywhere in the whole world, they will track you to anywhere, any hole. They may not be able to touch you, but don't think they are not watching you. That same Nigeria now became a place where armed Fulani terrorists with guns, they form cluster terrorist groups in different parts of different local government. They control everywhere in northern Nigeria. And these terrorist governors, they know them. They know all these guys. Those in the military side, in the security side, they know them. And you are saying that the Nigerian security don't know them to stop all this madness. Of course they do. And like you were told, the body language of the man in charge is that if you touch any Fulani, if you do, you will be dead. Some soldiers said they were not going to fight them because they won't give them good weapons to fight. They won't pay them their salary in time. They won't let them have the normal break, leave from fighting, like the normal changes that, they swap them every 6 months. You see, they will send some people to Borno, to the face of the Boko Haram, and some people will replace them after 6 months. They said many people have been left there for 2 years. That they are even still alive is a miracle. Some of them have never been paid. And they are there, they have been there in that Borno, in those areas, in those forests. As they are being killed, they are also starving to death there. So then they said they won't fight. You know what they did? Buratai the butcher and the rest of them, rewarded by Buratai the butcher. You know what he did? They convicted them to death. They sentenced them to death. They said they charged them for mutiny, for failing to fight Boko Haram that were killing them. They sentenced those soldiers to death. And they said they were begging to convert it to life imprisonment. Meanwhile, the terrorists that others died for, the terrorists that others died fighting, when they get arrested, they were released again right away by the same Boko Haram's government. So don't let anybody give you any kind of deceitful joker that there could be some people, other people sponsoring this old nonsense. The people sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria, they are the people in government now. When they were not in government, they were actually planning to start a civil war. But now they are in government. 400 interviewed, interrogated. Some of them locked up. Some of them not locked up. Igbere Jolantan was so scared that they will kill him. They will kill him. That he was counting days, counting his days. Like, may just come up for you. May I just come up for you. And then he quickly conceded to the monster when they told him that we will burn down, we will kill you inside that Tasso Rock. Somebody will pull out the pistol and shoot you and kill you. Another person will be declared president tomorrow. What are you going to do about that? He quickly chickened out and said, I concede. I gave up. And with that, he just gave the key to your houses, to your lives, to your everything to them. And those terrorists who were supposed to be rounded up, tried, and sentenced to death for bringing upon death, for bringing death upon their own people. Instead of them going to prison or going to the gulag, right? They ended up in the palace, different palaces. They became ministers. They became SAs, PAs, directors here, directors there. Access to free money, access to unhindered, unfettered access to money, including access to all your security base and everything. Now, you handed everything over. And it's a long-time dream of Boko Haram. Thank you very much, Kalu Okpara. God bless you for your burnt offering. May your harvest be bountiful. Thank you. God bless the chief priest of the temple. This temple is an institution where the truth is supreme. Thank you, brethren. So they ended up in the palaces. They ended up as those who are making laws for you. They ended up as those who now came up with different ridiculous laws. Ridiculous laws. Hate speech law, social media bill. One of them rushed, and he copied word for word a speech law of some place in Singapore, somewhere, I don't know. And decided to use that in Nigeria because somebody posted on social media that Boko Haram was about to marry Shadia. And that was why Aisha Buhari, who ran away from Nigeria for more than 1 year, suddenly returned to Aso Rock. You remember that story? They said that was why that it was embarrassing to Boko Haram for anybody to break the news that they wanted to marry another wife for Boko Haram. I remember when Mazin Amdekanu said Aisha Buhari has refused to sleep in the same room with this fine bobo from Sudan, Jibrin from Sudan. You remember? That because of that, they denied her all the normal privilege of the first lady, that she started crying out and crying out and crying out. And since the fine bobo they brought from Sudan, won't have anybody to sleep with. They decided to marry another woman for her. I mean, for him, rather. So Aisha had to run back. These people, this cabal, they are so crazy. They can easily just make that Shadia the first lady in 2019. And that was what happened. When Aisha came back, I think they managed to just calm down and change the plan. So Boko Haram created a new ministry for Shadia. She would have been the first lady according to the plan. So they had to quickly create another ministry for Shadia. And they call it Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs or something. I don't know. Just like the Ministry of Happiness created by Okorocha in Imo State. Something like that. Just share the money. Shadia. That was what prompted the hate speech law. Hate speech. Somebody just said, we have to do social media bill. We have to do a speech law. They say, okay, what will be the crime if person can commit a speech law, a speech crime? They said, if you commit a speech crime, you will go to jail for 14 years or you will pay a fine of 1 million. And you cannot take the government to court, except if you will write a letter to the ministry and say, I have committed a speech crime because I posted that Boko Haram a madman. Did you take permission before you posted that Boko Haram is a madman from the ministry of Laya Muhammad? This is not a joke. That's actually the plan in their hate speech law. Before you say anything on social media, you will go and you will send an email. Like if you want to post anything on Facebook now, you will send it to Laya Muhammad ministry. The ministry will give approval. Then you go and post. Anything that has to do with government, you have to check and then you post. When you post, you have to write it there that a government approved. That's what is in that their mad law. It was because of Shadia and Aisha. Some of you may not remember. It was because of that. And they said when they kidnapped Omoyele Sowore, do you know what they charged him for? For social media bullying of Buhari. They said Sowore is using social media. That Boko Haram is so scared to use the social media because of people like Sowore. Because they are bullying him. The president of Nigeria. Photo. Your president is a picture. Like Asari Dokubo said. Photo. Person will be photo is scared. They charge Sowore. They say Sowore is social media bullying. No be juju be that.
Nigeria president now photo. Everybody go snap photo with her. Say our president they snap photo with the Bishop of Archbishop of Canterbury. He snap photo with the Rogers. He snap photo with this one. Now president now photo on a vote. Your president is now a picture. Photo. Not be juju be that. Not be when our fathers die for each other and we they care for them, keep them for house, they pour libation. You lose a prayer and say, Moko Buhari boy, you lose Buhari prayer. Oro lose that. No ruler. Shitombo Arabo.
Arabo. It's up to you. It's up to us. We know the danger we are in. And it is better for those who are still trying to play ostrich. Those who wants to play ostrich and, let us pray. Close your eyes and let us pray and other stuff, which I love. I love doing. But I would love to pray for something that I know I'm going to get an answer for. It is not for something I know I won't get an answer for, especially if I am deliberately living in denial of what is obvious. They have told us they can round us up anytime they want to round us up. They can use one single Jumat prayer and say, oh yeah, kill them all. And I say it will be like film and we'll start running like Afghanistan's. will start running from the Talibans that are already living with us. You will shout your own Allahu Akbar, and it will be you yourself you will realize that the sound is different. When you see somebody where they cut person head, they shout Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. Even you where they shout, where they run, they shout Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. You will know that the sound is different. That you have to run for your life. You see, in Afghanistan, in Afghanistan, Allahu Akbar is God is great, God is great, God be praised, God be praised, right? That is Arabic, okay? Those people that you saw that were jumping on American plane at the Kabul airport, some of them, they are also shouting Allah, 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 Allah as well. But you see those guys with sword and gun, AK-47 and the rest of that, those who can kill 100 people in the night, overnight, those who can ransack about 4 or 5 villages within a night. When they shout Allah, Baba, you will know. Even you from your own area where you did, where you know, say you be Muslim. I am a Muslim. They are shouting, you will be running. And before we get to that, you better stop playing all this your hide and seek and pretentious one and all this your blame game. Maiyegun, I want you to be careful about religion and all of Oshio, Chief Imam Musaudi, gatekeeper, Alijono. I'm telling you now, and we have seen it happen though. It is happening every day. And they say, whose turn is it going to be next? Nobody knows whose turn is going to be next. You can continue to join those who are pretending and pointing fingers. Even when the whole thing comes down, you see that if Numbu, you go just see the guy on wheelchair. They will say, Baba, when are you coming back for this? My doctor against doctor's advice. People will run away from that contraption, okay? They will join others as well and love Nigeria from abroad. You see you living in denial. Even ordinary twerk, no day. Ordinary Saudi visa to go and be cleaner in Saudi. Some doctors are there, they are going away, 500 doctors. They will go to Saudi before the end of this year. By the end of 2022, you'll be looking at maybe about 30, 40,000 doctors, professionals that will leave Nigeria completely, and they will never look back, right? And they will be loving Nigeria from abroad. But you, around that time, I'm not wishing you bad though. Nigeria is already something that if you wake up every morning, you have to say, after you do all your morning prayer, you bless God, you do, good morning, Jesus, good morning. I know, you know what I'm talking about. When you finish all of that praise and worship and the rest of that, the most significant prayer, you pray for it separately. You don't mix it with other prayer. Is that, may Nigeria know happen to me. May Nigeria know. You can say it silently. You don't have to shout. Nigeria is something that everybody is waiting for his own turn. It's a turn by turn Nigeria limited. Everybody will have his own share, but differently. Pray that Nigeria know, may Nigeria know happen to you. Because you can live in denial. You can say all is well. You say, Baba, I have fun. I say, Baba, it is well. Say, amen. Say, how is everything? We thank God. And everything, this country is tiring and the rest of that. Say, Baba, it is well. Say, amen. Stop telling yourself that, reassuring yourself it is well that way. And do nothing when you watch those who realizes that before it can actually be well with everybody, you must first confess that it no dey alright, Baba. And that's why I like my guys. When I talk to them, I say, Baba, how far now? They say, Baba, I know it's you. I like that honesty. Do you get that now? But when we talk about Nigeria is a place where they said, if the situation pushed you, when you push Nigerians to the wall, you push them to the wall, instead of them to turn back and say, well, okay, yeah, cuckoo kill me, nowhere to go to. I said Nigerians will press the wall. And it will be like magic. They will make hole inside that wall. So that the problem will enter that hole. And from inside the hole, they will be shouting, God, 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 as if to say, it's unfortunate. That's what we are. But gradually, people are coming out of their shells. They are beginning to express themselves. This madness, so to say, will bring out the beast in many, many of us. And it's already bringing the beast out of many people. So do not wait until you become a victim, because it can be anybody's turn anytime anyway. Don't wait till you become a victim before you join others and say no to an election in 2023. I know it's not popular among some of you, but it should be now you, no be Naija. These guys will surprise you beyond what I have, or many people have shared with you and told you before the end of this year alone. By the time you move to 2022 and you get to the end of 2022, if we are lucky to be that long, right? And you get to the end of 2022, you see, many people won't have to convince you anymore what the end result will be, because by then, you will have to mix your present situation with the fraudsters who are going to milk the situation and they're going to tell you that they are going to give you restructuring. They are going to give you the Dua Republic. They are going to give you this blah, 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 blah. All manner of, no, we're going to give you new constitution, blah, 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 nonsense. Just same way this current jihadists lied to every one of you who believed them 6 years ago. Those who lied back then, today, na agbado, anwi, cassava, ege, and all of this, they said they should feed you with. You should go inside that forest, use your number to crush the terrorist. That is the solution. The same people who told you back then that in a few years' time, you will be in prosperity. Your children will be safe. Back home, you will be back on your farms. I mean, you will be living your life without the fear of anybody taking or kidnapping your children. But look at you today. They are now saying you need unity to feel safe. Unity killed them there. So the same criminals are going to be so ready before the end of this year. They will be mocking you. They will be promising you a lot. Suddenly, Atiku will be coming out now. It will be condemning things. It will be speaking the language you understand, something that makes you think that somebody cares for you. This is what we have been waiting for this while. But guess what? It will not look similar to what you have seen before. This is not going to be like your usual, maybe election. No. They will kill and kill and kill and kill. This time around, they will be killing people at campaigns. And then that's when you will get to know that, oh boy, this is the full-time Taliban Afghanistan. People like us will now make sense to you then. Say, wait till Maiyegun they talk, they make sense now. It's a pure waste of time. Waste of life. Why may we no kuku crush all these people all together? It will make sense then. But again, time is my best friend. I am not a very good friend of time, but maybe not a good friend to time, but to me, I love the value and the irony of time. It will take care of things. And before you know it, it will come to reality. So there's no point. I have solicited for the Southern Solidarity. I have solicited for all the groups who are indeed, advocating for a better society on different platforms and what have you, to channel all this energy together to synergize all these forces and push for something that can really change, a revolution. They said it's spontaneous. So, well, let everybody continue to do their bit by bit and everywhere, right? One day the force will fuse together and it will beat this currently being held by this murderous jihadist in Nigeria. They can't hold it for long. They don't have what it takes to hold it for long. That's why they are misfiring now. That's why it takes them just 6 years to expose what many people have been hiding in the name of Nigeria. It took them just 6 years to expose all of that. The weakness of one Nigeria, which was a fraud. It took these guys just 6 years to expose all of that. For 40, 45 years, for 50, 55 years, right? They were hiding the whole thing. But look at it today. Now people can say it's all been a lie all along. There's nothing really about Nigeria, right? So think about what they will do for this next 18 months alone. Then you will realize that revolution is spontaneous. I agree. And everybody doing their part in every part right now. Preparing people for what to come. Encouraging those who are courageous enough to stand on their own, whatever it comes. People paying supreme prices for what they believe in. The freedom that they believe in. These guys will push many of you to accept that as the way out. And not until then, right? Let's continue to pretend until the next government house or a governor is killed. Or maybe they've killed the senator, they've killed rep member, they've killed former this, former that, they've killed their family members. We've seen that. But they haven't killed or kidnapped a sitting governor. That will be the new one. They've shot down a fighter jet, military fighter jet. Nothing happened. They've killed their soldiers in their thousands. I mean, they kidnapped some of them and slit their throat. Nothing happened. So they attacked the NDA. Kidnapped a major. Nothing happened. So until the next one, I just hope none of you, my friends, will be the next victim. So I'm going to open the line just for a few minutes. It's going to be for just about half an hour, okay? We may not take more than just about 5 or 6 calls. We'll manage the time, and then we'll call it a night, okay? The number is on your screen. Okay, somebody was asking me that Maiyegun, how do I use the super chat and what have you? See, the super chat or super sticker is not available everywhere. Okay, if you are in a country where it is not available, don't bother yourself. Or if you are watching on YouTube and then and it only works when Maiyegun is live. It only works with live broadcast. Okay, now if you check where you are typing down your comments, okay, you will see that $sign just at the tail end of the right. That is what is called super chat. That's where you can choose whatever you want to give. £1, $1, 100, 1,000, 1 million. Just joking. But yeah, you see there, so easy. I have my first caller and I'm going to start now. Hello there.
Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Your name?
Hello. This is Ahmed.
Oh, Ahmed, how are you?
Yes, I'm doing all right. How about you?
I'm very well, thank you. You're my first caller, and you are opening the floor tonight.
So, like, I've been enjoying the broadcast, and like I do say, I keep laughing. You know, it's not funny, but to me, it's something funny. Because today I was having like a conversation with a guy like that. He used to be in my area anyway, back in Nigeria. So he was just saying different stuff. I was just like, is this guy living in this? Is he living in Nigeria or where is he living? I had to ask him again, like, do they leave Nigeria or be where they live? Blind? You know they see, I'll be your side, I'll be here again. Because now we talk on a propaganda. Are these mad people supposed to be on propaganda or trying to manage how people's life is going to be better? They are doing propaganda and you people are helping them with the madness, coming and saying it's all about politics and are you that mad that you can't even see that you people are dying every day? Me, if not because of I have anybody, now make una die all of una, make una die. It no concern me. But I get people for that same they think they cause commotion every day. And I fear say, what if he go meet them? There is this video you played yesterday, a military parade of the soldiers when they were having their regimentation in Hausa language, right?
Who dare try that? I mean,
I had a flashback when we used to be in the military, and you know, most of our things we do it with like Hausa doctrine. But you know, when all these things, when things started coming out, I would just sit down sometimes, like things you have done past. Malcolm, I would say,
that you never really saw as anything back then. You being a Yoruba guy who grew up in the north, to you it was like, it's a good thing. Like if we can just speak all the languages and all of that, you know, why not?
Yes, as shall I make things right? Now I can like understand. Back then, go day all the morale we sing, all the most of them you see all in Hausa language and stuff like that. Afterwards, morale will say, these people, it's like, yeah, they feel the country is theirs, and all of them in Google Nigeria. And the painful part is you are not contributing. Instead, you are milking the system, trying to force everybody to go with you. Meanwhile, you don't even have anything. How you source your fund are the people you are suppressing, you are trying to subjugate are the ones you are even milking to do your madness.
I mean,
God, I don't.
Thank you.
We are watching, and I hope it's well.
Well, we are following them, I know, but we just know that it's about their mindset, and the mindset about we can do this and all of that. This is not 1960. This is not 1980. This is 2021. There are people that will
Good evening, Maiyegun. Good evening.
Good evening to you. Your name?
Comrade Suki calling from Lekki.
Comrade Suki, how are you tonight?
Suki, yeah. Did you watch that interview from Channel today?
I did. Oh, I had to cut some part out because it was like an hour.
Everything. Yeah, go and dig into. There's one soldier that granted interview to Channel in 2018. The man actually mentioned Kaduna State Governor as one of the sponsors of Boko Haram. He mentioned Kaduna State Governor. He mentioned the El-Rufai. Yes. If I get the audio, the YouTube interview from Channel, I will say that day the Channel television they were telling the guy to stop it. So Kaduna State Governor is one of the sponsors of Boko Haram. It's not hidden actually, it's because people are chiding it because APC are the one ruling.
So they would rather just keep quiet.
Hello?
I'm with you.
Yes, and you see why Nigeria is suffering? Do you know?
Tell me.
Do you know why our economy is being affected by now? Buhari can never sign any bilateral agreement. Go and check it from 2017. No Western country allow Buhari to sign bilateral agreement because it will affect them in future. That is why we are suffering. That's why what they can ever do is to borrow money. Since 2017, Buhari has not signed any bilateral agreement, be you economy or social or security or what view. Go and check it. They know what is going on in Nigeria. And that is why after 2023, they will lump all the blame on Buhari. And after 2023, we won't see Buhari again. Something will just happen. That's my contribution.
Wow. It's okay. Comrade, thank you so much for calling in tonight, okay? Let me take another call. Here. Hello there.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I'm Maury, calling from Germany.
Did you say Laurie?
Maureen.
Oh, dear sister, how are you?
Yeah. I'm fine, thank you. Maiyegun, did you remember one guy that called one day and said that once it's up to 6 months for Buhari to resign, he will go for sick leave, then the jihadists will take over? Did you remember?
I remember. I do.
You see, do you know that is what is happening now? Do you know that the wedding of that his son turned the eyes of Nigeria as if, just imagine, ask yourself, those private jets, how many private jets that landed in that place, are they from Nigeria? Are they all Nigerian?
They can't all be.
Good. Then, after many days, then they did this one now that is trading everywhere. Kidnap, kill, this, that. Have you seen that something is playing fishing that the Nigerians can't even check, looked into. They use it to turn away. What kind of wedding that almost 800 jets landed? What is happening? Hey, God.
Maureen, thank you so much. That's another vista you just opened there, and I know people are listening. So, and I know some people will actually take it on from where you just stopped now, by the way. Okay, Maureen, but thank you very much.
Thank you
for calling in. Okay, thank you. Bye. So, as a deep one, you know, all these rhetorical questions, they will be like, waiting be the answer. I say, already place jail.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello, sir. My name is Akin from Houston.
AK Akin from Houston. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, you are live.
I'm lucky to have the pick today. Thank you very much. I've been trying as much.
Thank you so much for thank you so much, sir, for trying. I mean, I'm happy to have you on the program tonight, and good enough. You are live.
Thank you very much. And there are a few things I just really want to point attention of the people to tonight.
Please.
Basically, first of all, at times I'm surprised when people are saying some of the things that I'm surprised Buhari is doing this, Buhari is doing that. I've been trying to search for one of the messages that Buhari gave immediately he became a president, and he actually spoke in Hausa, in Zaria, where he actually declared that he's going to fulfill Udmada Fodio dream on Nigerians. And what are these Udmada Fodio dreams? That they hold Nigeria to the Atlantic Ocean. So, and these are the part of the program. Buhari is forging ahead with identifying grazing land across the country. So, and all this recent development is not by accident. You know, I'm just looking at what happened at NDA, for example. You know NDA very well. The percentage of Christians there are just maybe less than 10%. How come that the 3 people that died are just Christians? You know, these people know more than something. They should tell us what is going on in the country. Those people have to die. It's not any bandit. What is the gain of bandits attacking NDA, for example? What is their gain? And I'm not saying this against Nigerian Muslims. Buhari himself is a jihadi in essence. You look at the Zanzaki, who is happened to be a Shiite Muslim, without any offense. He was held for about 5 years. Until now, they are still stopping him from flying abroad to take medical treatment.
Yeah.
The same thing that Buhari is taking every time, going here and there. Tinubu is in London. Buhari is in London. They are denying Nigerians who have committed no offense. I'm saying that no offense, 0 offense, according to Nigerian law, from traveling to get appropriate medical attention. For anybody thinking that we just put our hands and everything is going to get better when Buhari is done, they're just wasting their time. That was for the PhD that said that these people are ready to declare war in 2022. These people, the jihadis that are fighting right now, there are pure indication even before this revelation that people like Rufai brought these people to Nigeria, hoping that Jonathan was not going to relinquish the power, and they were going to use them to fight. Now that Jonathan has maybe played them, allowed them to do their best, and now these people have no job. One of my uncle was kidnapped the other time, and there was a revelation to them. You know, they passed even some of the military points, and the military waived them. They didn't solve them. from the kidnapper. And they told him that most of this ransom is just to keep up in this bush. We don't need your money. We have a lot of money. What we have come to, this place belongs to us. And when the time comes, we are going to show everybody that this place belongs to us. So in essence, what this guy is saying, everybody, go and ask all those that have been kidnapped, that listen to what these Fulani guys are saying. They are not just doing this because they want some money to feed themselves. This is political. This is genocide going on in Nigeria.
You know one thing, sir. One thing I'm going to say to back your statement up is this. There have been some latest information that these guys just kidnap, collect the ransom, but they don't collect the ransom. The ransoms are collected by those sponsoring them. And in return, they give them back, they give them guns and ammunition. So go on and do the same and again and again. It's not really about the money. It's not about the ransom.
No. Yeah, I can give you example. That the police has been compromised, military has been compromised, and that is why Buhari will continue to appoint military security chief Fulani. It's part of the big agenda. Look at when Wakili was arrested by the OPC. The call came from Abuja that the Wakili to be released, and the people that arrested him were all detained. And for anybody that is not looking at all the handwriting of the war, believing that Nigeria is now, they're just mistaken. Right now, I was telling one of my colleagues earlier on before I come on the show that when Awolowo was campaigning in the North in those days, he promised the North 3 agenda. The education. Now we are in a situation where there is a debt or no to Western education. And in the southern part of Nigeria, they are already building cars. In the eastern part, they are building iPads or something close to iPad in Lagos and all that. Suffice to say that the South is looking forward to building technologically advanced society to meet the need of our people. The North are looking for a country, Islamic country with Isba, with Mullah and all that.
All these kind of ideas.
How can we be in the same country? Not possible. Let's stop deceiving ourselves.
Thank you so much, sir.
Nigeria is possible. It's not. It's not. These people are arresting people. They're for drinking alcohol. They are flogging people. They are amputating their citizens. And we want to stay in that same country.
No.
Not possible.
No, it's not.
So, for people that are deceiving themselves, I'm sorry. But for people that are here, go and prepare. The war is already here. Protect yourself. Protect your people. It is no retreat, no surrender.
Thank you, sir.
I would rather be a free man in my grave than living or moving around as a slave. It's up to you if you want to become a slave to these people, and it's up to you if you want to fight to set your people free. That is my word for everyone.
Bless
tonight.
you, sir. I'm so happy. We are blessed to have you tonight. Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, let me. That is Akin from Houston. So I have another caller on the line. I don't know if I've lost that. What happened? I think I lost that call. Hello there.
Yeah, good evening, Maiyegun.
Good evening, sir.
My name is hello.
Yeah, I'm with you. We can all hear you now. You can go on. Your name?
My name is Ayeni Lakatabu. I've spoken with you the last time.
I remember you now. Ayeni Lakatabu.
Yeah. Lakatabu. Yes.
God bless you. You are nice.
I want to break it down. The last time I spoke in Yoruba, but I will speak English so that we can understand.
Please.
Maiyegun,
sir.
I want to tell you this, that by December, this bandit, Boko Haram and the rest, they will overrun Kogi, Benue, and one other state like that. By the time they overrun those, then it is going to be like that Taliban. That is what we are going to experience. What they're doing now is they're taking their time. By December, I'm telling you, sincerely, they will overrun those states. The states that blocked them from getting down to the south, those 3 states, they will overrun them. There is no matter what you want to say. They will start attacking and killing. They kill 32 or 22 today. By 36. Tomorrow, we see another killing. The killing will continue. 36. It will continue like that. Till they overrun them. But if they overrun them, then now they will sit on the wall. We are going to sit on the wall. They are going to sit on the wall. They will enter Kwara. They will enter the state that is very close to the border with the Igbos. No.
Ebonyi,
they will enter
they are already there now.
No.
Ebonyi is boiling every now and then.
By the time, all those things, by this December, when they overrun all those states, then we now know what, this revolution we are talking about. We are all talking about revolution. Which revolution are we expecting? Are we expecting the revolution that will kill Obasanjo and leave Obasanjo's children? Are we expecting the revolution that will kill Buhari and then leave Buhari's children? No, we are not talking about that revolution anymore. We are going to experience a revolution that will shock the whole world. I'll give you an instance.
Tell me.
An example. There is this your program. After your show, we now sit down, we analyze it, we digest it, and you know what I'm talking. We sit down. After doing your show, we still digest it and take good one, restart and all sorts of things. Then there is a son, one boy from one of my friends. He used to sit down with us. It's a boy of 6 years old. When we analyzing this thing, how you talk and other news, we bring all of them together and we start discussing it. And then this boy is a small boy. We say you should go in. Then some of our friends will say, no, leave the boy. He has grown up. He's a 6 years old boy. Leave him. Let him listen. So the boy started listening. So all of a sudden, we just discovered that when we are analyzing and everything, listening to you, when the boy wants to sit with us, he will go in, change his clothes, and then wear suits. Then he's like, why are you wearing suits? Then we started asking the question. Then the boy, when they are in school, they will ask you, what do you want to do? Say, I want to be a doctor. I want to be. Then the boy said he wants to be a doctor. He's very good in science.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden, when I started listening with the conversation, what we
discussing about
after your show and the rest, Then the boy now one day, the father now say, why are you wearing suit when we are discussing and listening to Maiyegun? He said, because he's always very annoyed and he's not comfortable. Say, why? Because what he has been hearing is like the revolution should start. That's what I'm telling you, that this our show is like we are singing a music, like what I said the last time. So the music, we may be listening to music, but the time the music, we will be dancing the music. When the do
enter our body very well.
When we enter
you can pretend you can be hearing a music. You can be hearing a music and pretend that you are not hearing to it. You are not listening.
Yes.
But by the time the Bedu do enter you begin to.
You will stand up. Because the revolution will start from this Europe, from America, from anywhere. Those children that is listening to you now, that we are discussing all this thing with, those are the ones that will start the revolution. Because these people already, Nigeria has decayed. There is nothing you can do about it. We're going to experience what happened in Afghanistan very soon. Because we overrun Benue and Kogi very soon. They will. After those ones, they enter the south. People are saying busy. Thank you very much,
God bless you. What's the name of that what's the name of that young man? Again, I want to have his name in mind. What's his name?
His name is Mike.
Mike. And
he's a very small but 6 years old boy. Mike.
Yeah. And I know, Mike, if you ever have to see this video, speaking to your dad's friend, right? You will likely see this video. I want to say it to you, right? Yeah, keep it real, keep that faith, right? Whatever that your mind is telling you that you can do or change in all of this in your own generation, right? Stick to it. You can do it, Mike.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike.
Show him this video when you see them next.
You very much.
You have a good one.
All right.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you. Yeah.
I have another caller. Hello. Hello, sir.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes,
Good morning
sir.
from Asia.
Is that Ekpagu?
Here.
I think I've mastered your voice now.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm on now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm very well. Thanks for joining us again, brother. You're live.
Oh, yes. I want to first of all thank God for giving us a gift, and that gift is you.
Oh.
Because I wonder, just imagine how things will have been now if you're not there. I'm telling you honestly. If not you right now, who else are we going to be listening to? If not you and Simon Ekpa, who else are we going to be listening to? And Koiki Media. I'm grateful that we have you. I'm very, very grateful to Almighty God that we have somebody like you at this critical time.
Thank you.
I appreciate you a lot. I appreciate you a lot. I've learned a lot. In fact, I'm always on 247. Even if I'm not around when you have a program, I'll go back and watch it over and over again.
Thanks.
Nigerian problem is incurable. Nobody can cure Nigerian problem. No matter whatever you want to use, you cannot cure Nigerian problem. And it has gotten a point where, because we blame Northerners, Hausa, Fulani, Northerners, Hausa. I think we are the problem because we allow them to be doing what they are doing. We, the Southerners, it doesn't matter if you're a politician, it doesn't matter whether you're occupying any government offices. We are the problem. We allowed it to happen. It doesn't matter how long it has been there, but we have the opportunity right now to correct it. Instead of castigating each other, instead of finding fault, we have the time now to correct that nonsense they made in the past. Or else, people never believe that what is happening today will happen. They will be thinking that it's not going to reach me. It will not reach me. It's just in Kaduna. It's just in Zamfara. It's just in Benue. It is in Enugu. It is in Lagos. It is in Ogun State. It is in Lorry. It's happening in Onisha. It's happening in Asaba. It's happening everywhere. They are just waiting for a command. And when that command comes, it doesn't matter. We all will be swallowed. It doesn't matter. These people have conquered us. Let's tell ourselves the truth. These people have conquered us. It doesn't matter whether you believe it. It doesn't matter if you want to believe it or not. They have conquered us. But the only thing that
you see that the most of Ekpagu, the most of that kind of subjugation is not really physical. You know that is mental. There are people who have already submitted.
Yes, of course.
When you tell them that we need to change this, they say, no, you can't change it, forget it. Mentally, they've already been submitted. And that is part of the problem.
That is it. If somebody have conquered you mentally, that is the end of it. The only thing that is remaining now is the few of us, few of you that are speaking up, that are trying to educate our people, trying to sensitize us, telling us that something is terribly going wrong. Why? I mean, is it that we are blind in Nigeria? I don't understand. Somebody committed murder, committed every atrocity, killed people. Over 5 million Nigerians are living in IDP camps. Yet your government is busy forgiving or pardoning the people that committed those crimes. Pardoning the people that send people to IDP camps. Our soldiers are in jail because they refuse to fight these monsters that they created on their own. But the people who are killing the soldiers are free, going around being celebrated to the extent that the people that are kidnapped are being called their wives. People that are kidnapped from their friends are being called their wives.
Ekpagu, that's another shameful thing that will tell you Nigeria is gone, right? These terrorists kidnapped
Boko Haram kidnapped my daughter
years ago.
Boko Haram kidnapped my daughter, and you call that my daughter their wife. They came out with their wife to surrender. What kind of nonsense is this? How are people digesting this nonsense going on in Nigeria? How are they managing to wake up and sleep every day? We the Southerners, I'm telling them, whether you believe it or not, anybody listening to me now, whether you believe it or not, we are conquered, but few of us are still remaining. Wake up, because the time is getting late. It's not that you have much. The time is late now. Wake up, Southerners, and unite and fight this monster once and for all. whether you're a Muslim or not, they don't give a shit about you. They don't care. They don't care. They don't love you. They don't care about you. Whether you be Muslim, whether you be Christian, it doesn't matter what you believe. They don't care. What they care is to conquer and take your land.
God bless you, my brother. God bless you. I hope I'm going to be
Thank
lucky
you
to
very
have
much,
you again.
Maiyegun. Thank you very much. I thank God for your life. And He's going to be protecting you every day, every night. Anything you do, God is going to protect you all the way. Thank you very much.
Stay safe, eh? You have a good one. So I have another caller too. Meanwhile, remember, I said we're going to spend just half an hour. We have just 10 minutes to go. And maybe I can take one more call after this. Hello, sir.
Hello, I got it. Oh, man.
Oh, you got it, man. You did. Yes, you are in.
This is Maiyegun General.
This is Maiyegun live. I am so sorry. It's been like a battle of the, the battle of the, what have you. So, but I'm glad you made it. Your name, sir?
My name is David from Houston.
David from Houston. I've got two guys from Houston tonight.
I see. I mean, you've been doing a great job.
Thanks, man.
Sometimes I've been trying to reach out there to give the right point. You know really what is really going on. We don't need to blame this. We don't need to blame these Fulanis no more. We don't need to blame these Januaris no more. We now need to blame our own leaders from the South. How can you be there and these things are happening? All they just do is just to take their money, take their kids outside, buy houses all over the foreign world. They are not concerned anymore. You see these guys, their portfolio is on the airport. They are ready to run away when these people start killing all of us.
I believe.
We need to now find a way to now instigate the people against our own Southern leaders. They can't just be quiet like this. Imagine Autumn, the way he's speaking. If other governors are speaking that way, these people will be scared. You know, they're believing that it's not down south yet, but it is down south. We need to find a way to instigate people now on our people. They can't just be silent. I can't imagine a senator of this thing not talking for us if people are dying in other states in America. Why are these people quiet? They are quiet because they're just giving them the money and they corrupt them with the money so they can't speak out. Then why don't you resign or die for us too? Because people are dying for the country. And you people are not dying, you're just collecting the money.
They don't want to die for anyone.
Buying houses.
They don't want to die for anybody.
We need to change our topic now. Let's stop talking about this Fulani. We need to instigate our people on our leaders.
One of the things,
need to all resign.
David, one of the things, one of the things people said, David, one of the things people said was that maybe when one of these governors are shot and killed by these terrorists, maybe the southern leaders or the southern politicians, they will begin to see the danger of them, number one, going to northern Nigeria. For example, if a southern governor, that as they usually love to junket everywhere, right? So if a southern governor is convoying and is traveling in a part of the north, and we just received the news that they've killed that governor, do you know that the southern governors themselves, they'll be afraid of going to that Abuja? Maybe when things get to that stage too, they will take us serious. What do you think?
No. General Overseer, let me tell you, this Fulani are smart. They knew we were angry about that. If they touch one of our leaders, we will attack them. They are not going to touch these leaders. They will be killing the citizens quietly and corrupting our leaders. And the leaders will be. Can you imagine the convoys? A governor or a senator goes around the street. I just came back from Nigeria. They go with army. They go with air force. They protect them more than the citizens. So they are quiet. They will not attack any governors. They will never attack any southern governors. But they're going to use the governors to keep coming into our place and kill, and they'll be quiet. Imagine what happened in Oyo. Look at how they took this other guy, Sunday. And the governor tried to talk, and they kept quiet again because there's something going on. We need to now start going after our leaders. Our southern leaders are the ones telling us out. They are the ones keeping quiet. They all feel that they're going to promise them something. They are not going to kill any southern governors until they start killing us. It's when they start killing us, they have surrounded us, then they can start killing them. But for now, they are going to be behaving like Taliban. They'll be doing things and the government will be quiet. They'll be doing things and the government will be quiet, and they'll be coming down slowly. Until when they get the whole territory,
we can no longer
get to the or we can no longer run, they will start killing us. And when the last governor that is still remaining, they can kill it. But now they will never kill until that the people will know the vote on the street. They will never kill any Southern leader. But it is we the Southerners, we should start killing our leaders ourselves so that they can speak up. These people are becoming too quiet. They are becoming too quiet, and this thing is getting too slow. And they believe that they are more intelligent than the Fulani. But can you imagine? Can you imagine somebody coming into a military depot in America here and kill somebody and get away? Even the stupid channels are not even going there to say the right news. They kept quiet. How can you kill a major general and it's quiet like that in the whole world?
For the biggest black nation on earth, right? It's like that thing happening in America, like you said.
And the news is quiet. And the news is quiet. How can? And even the military, even our Southern militants, they're cowards. They need to all resign. How can they kill your fellow colleagues that you cannot rebel against your superior? It's not resign if you do. This is now becoming you see, everybody in that Nigeria wants to what they can get and run away, which is becoming dangerous. How can you be a military and they kill your general and it's quiet that way?
Everybody just
even it's not that you resign. It's not right. We need to start. Let's leave this Fulani because they know they're getting us. We need to start instigating our people, even the recruits, even the police, the lower rank police, the lower rank army. It's not possible. Imagine if it is you, the lower rank army. Tomorrow it might be you. They'll kill you, and it's only 2 days, and the news is over.
That's it. You just bring somebody else to
leave it for 1 week.
What can you do?
Yeah, they leave it for 1 week. After 1 week, they kill another person again. That's not fair. Our leaders should need to resign from that House of Senate, House of Assembly. They need to. If they cannot reshuffle it, let them all resign. If they're not greedy, why are they going there?
David, thank you so much
for
joining us tonight. Thank you so much. I'm going to take one more call. It's been a pleasure, by the way. I wouldn't have missed that for anything. Contribution. Thank you so much. You have a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so I have one last caller tonight, and then we'll call it a night. Tomorrow is another day. Okay, I hope I'm on. Hello there. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, General.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening to you. Your name, sir?
Godfrey from Düsseldorf.
Godfrey, how are you doing?
I'm fine. So I'm not in the last time.
What you rotting say?
Kale.
Godfrey. So how are you? Godfrey láti leo. Godfrey jẹ́ ọmọ Biafra àti ọmọ Yorùbá all together. Ọmọ Biafra tó dàgbà sílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Wọ́n dẹ̀ pọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, like many of my friends who are watching right now. Godfrey. It's over to you.
Maiyegun, thank you for the good work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for the explicit exposition.
Thank you.
So I just have 2 points I want to contribute and allow other callers.
Please.
You know, in your afternoon broadcast, you said if we have time, we should listen to that command from time. We should listen to the interview in full.
The full video, yes.
I went and watched it. You know what struck me most was the body language of the interviewers from Channel. They were torn. They could not even propose any other question because the man was talking with facts and figures.
They couldn't divert him.
Because they tried to, at a point, they asked him, are you not afraid of your life? I read a lot of meanings to that question. So Nigeria has become a place if you speak, your life will be in danger. So they have accepted it. The journalists have accepted that scenario. That was what I was asking myself. When the journalist asked the man, are you not afraid of your life? And he told them, I don't care.
I don't care. That's exactly what he said.
He said, I don't care. If you speak, you will die. If you don't speak, you will die. And that is what this administration hates to hear. Because they use the threat of death. They use death as a threat. So people are backing away. Everything that is playing now, nobody will say they've not had it. We pretend not to hear. But then, Maiyegun,
breakfast. I like that. Because you see, we cannot pretend.
Thank you very much.
You are so welcome. Thank you so much, Baba.
Oh, breakfast. Asikotoni kaluku ma jete ototoni. Sumobile.
Honestly speaking, breakfast. Thank you to every one of you who participated in this broadcast tonight. Again, thank you so much for your time. And if you are just joining us, you can take your time to, just move the arrow back and you can watch from the beginning again. It is detailed. The bottom line is that Nigeria is in the hand of the jihadists. The government, those in charge of government in Nigeria are those behind the terrorism and all what have you in Nigeria. They are those shielding the terrorists, going after activists. They promise to crush everyone asking for self-determination, but yet they continue to pamper terrorists. They want them to be recruited into the military. They say they could be president of a country. I read the writer this evening where they denied that it is ridiculous that repentant terrorists have been recruited into the army. Of course, they denied that they were releasing and pardoning terrorists 3 years ago. They were denying, but we kept saying it that they have been doing it until they came clean. Just last year, 2020, that was the first time they came out and came clean to say, yes, we have been rehabilitating terrorists. In fact, we are going to do graduation for so number and so time. You get what I mean now? So these people are in charge. They are behind all manner of terrorism in Nigeria, and it's for no other thing than just the same tribal subjugation, land grabbing, greed, selfishness, and corruption. Something that doesn't really serve the interest of many, but the interest of few. Okay, the audacity of these criminals who have, they've surrounded the entire Nigeria with the mindset that one day they are going to Islamize Nigeria. They're going to have their Sharia, they're going to have their caliphate, and you and I will either have to go and live in another country or will accept their way of life, even though it will be done, not because they will import you or export you, they will export you out of Yoruba land to Kaduna or to anywhere. You will be converted there or you'll be killed there, right there on your ancestral land. But it is a mindset that this myopic mind religious lunatics have, but it's not something that's going to go down so well for everyone. But we can save ourselves. Like David said, it is pretty much better if we mount the pressure on those who claim to be representing us as Yoruba leaders, Igbo leaders, these leaders, Southern leaders generally, who continue to propagate one Nigeria, a one Nigeria that is so different from the one Nigeria that the Fulani terrorists have in mind. The one Nigeria they have in mind is the one Nigeria of Sharia, where you and I will have to change from being infidel or they will kill us. That is the one Nigeria, the one Nigeria of Afghanistan. But a Southerner who is talking about one Nigeria of unity, progress, and prosperity is a madman, is a mad woman. It is better, true, that we should begin to focus our attention. I've been calling for this for a long time, and I'm so happy that many of you are beginning to also agree that we should put more pressure on those criminals that are going to tell you to prepare for 2023. The 2023 they are going to tell you to prepare for, it's not for you, it's not for anyone, right? It is for themselves. And for themselves only, just like Boko Haram and the Buhari Diot, the cyberbarians, who thought that change would change their life, next level will change their life, only for them for their lives to be worse off. So I agree with David and I agree with everyone who called in tonight. Pay attention, and then maybe if we channel our energy, revolution, spontaneous revolution, overnight revolution, there are minds that are already preparing for all of that. We need to continue to increase that knowledge, that awareness, and those minds, so that the numbers will increase. And yes, one day, oh dear, one day, we will sing Hosanna, hallelujah. Thank you so much, everybody, for your time. I'm going to see you some other time, and that will be tomorrow. Good night, everyone.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Kí gómìnà gbówó jẹ. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Òkúrọ̀ olóṣèlú. Maiyegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo níṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́, ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkan ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o, ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì o.